When IPL 2021 set off, it wasn't a big scary COVID situation in the country like it is right now. Still, to start with, some foreigners like Adam Zampa, Richardson, umpires like Paul Riffle, Nitin Menon and Indian star Ravichandran Ashwin pulled out their names from IPL for COVID-related reasons. Meanwhile, situation worsened. Some cricketers, staffs and associated people got affected by coronavirus and a huge wave of criticism hit IPL. And withdrawal list kept on increasing. The entire cricket fraternity got divided in two sides. Should IPL continue or not? Here, as the IPL is suspended for indefinite time, we observe and dissect the views and try to get an idea that whether IPL should resume or not.
Before even a single match was played, RCB's Aussie spinner Adam Zampa withdrew his name. His primary comments about the decision raised question on the efficiency of IPL biobubble. Though Quinton de Kock, later telling that they feel safe in IPL biobubble, tried to give some assurance, Varun Chakravarti and Michael Slater breaching biobubble should make authority think about it again.
According to BCCI President Saurav Ganguly, board will face a loss that is close to INR 2,500 crore. Not just the board, many other people's financial state came under huge threat after suspension of IPL. India not hosting the previous edition of IPL already hampered many people's life like ground staff and small workers associated hugely with the league. The only domestic tournament that took place this year was the Syed Mustaq Ali Trophy. So IPL was very much important for the uncapped Indian players. Like Chetan Sakaria said, I am the only bread earner in my family. Cricket is the only source of my earnings. I can give better treatment to my father because of money I earned from IPL. Unfortunately, his father passed away later due to COVID-19. We discussed about it with a psychology teacher, Srimati Priyanka Das. And this is what she said about this matter.
And the huge thing is whenever you arrange a particular game, it actually need a lot of money. So it's a huge loss because already in last year we have heard that our economy is degraded almost 20 years. If you want to establish your economy fast or in that situation, you need a lot of time as well as lot of cooperation. Now, the same thing happened with the 2021 and a lot of people are dying. And these things actually give us huge amount of money to our country as well as the player, as well as the thing is their motivation, their mental state. They always think about what will happen if these things will go on.
Most of the players are just hopping from one biobubble to another. So, a 2-month biobubble of IPL, that too in this kind of grieving and anxious scenario, can easily bring mental stress and fatigue to the players. David Warner's daughters pleading their father to come back soon also shows that same thing. Most of the players are staying away from their family, always tense about the well-being of their close ones. We have seen how Dhoni and Ashwin were under huge mental pressure due to their family being affected by COVID.
After the news of Varun Chakravarti breaching biobubble and 2 KKR players becoming COVID positive, several news of COVID attack was reported one after another. 3 non-playing members of CSK found COVID positive first. Later, they got negative in second report. 5 groundsmen at Kotla tested positive. Later, Riddhiman Shaha also got affected by COVID. With so many cases, there was no way IPL could have progressed further. Later, Prashid Krishna also tested positive.
Aussie pacer Pat Cummins first donated $50,000 in COVID relief fund for India. that started a thread of several cricketers including Brett Lee, Sachin, Nicholas Puran, Shikhar Dhawan, Pandya brothers, Srivats Goswami and many more donating for COVID relief. Teams like Rajasthan Royals, Chennai Super Kings and even Cricket Australia also donated. Our ma'am told us this on her view that
when a child actually heard or watched TV and he's a very big fan of IPL, and he's getting the information that all the players are donating, so he also developed that mental stability to share something, because as we all are social animals, nothing is yours. Actually, if you say no, this road is mine, no, this road is not yours. This nature is yours, no, this nature is not yours. If something happened with your country, your society, your nature, we all are equally responsible for, and we have to take care of these things equally together. And the thing is, the child is also learning that thing as well as we common.
Now, after all this, a huge question should be raised against hundreds of companies, those who earn huge amount of revenue through the IPL, but only accept Mission Vayu by Amazon and Give India campaign by Flipkart. Not many companies have come forward to contribute in COVID fight while they're using crores on IPL. Andrew Tai said, we are safe as a player in bubble. But from an Indian point of view, how are these companies and franchisees spending so much on IPL when people are not getting hospitals?
Is IPL using resources that could have been used in COVID war? Well, quite a number of people raised this question too. But let's be sure about it, IPL used very negligible numbers of health workers and resources. Some people also said that the grounds could have been used for temporary COVID treatment centers. But if we think about it, these 6 grounds will count to nothing with respect to the large number of grounds and stadiums India has. So, this particular question has not much credibility.
Inappropriate or important distraction each night, said by Adam Gilchrist. Now comes the big question, is running IPL in this unimaginable situation appropriate? Lots of various opinions were seen. While Michael Vaughan tweets, I think the IPL should carry on. The joy it will be bringing billions in these awful times every evening is important. Gary Lineker thinks the other way around. I love the IPL as much as any cricket fan, but it seems so terribly wrong for it to continue given the COVID catastrophe that's currently occurring in India. People are dying faster than runs are being scored, for crying out loud. Chief Executive of BCCI, Hemangamin, wants to see IPL as the stress buster and positivity inducer in this hard time. When you walk out onto the field, you are bringing hope to millions of people who have turned in. He further adds, if even for a minute you can bring a smile to someone's face, then you have done well. While you are professionals and play to win, this time you are also playing for something much more important, humanity. Saurav Ganguly said that people would have gone mad if IPL wasn't conducted. Well, there's a lot to debate about that particular statement.
Last year, I think he was suffering from heartache. Now, if I am going to say go and play the cricket to entertain others, is it positive or is it actually humanistic activity? Because look, if you are alive, you will play a lot of games and you will do a lot of things. Even I used to say to my students that take it easy, don't take too much pressure, because what will happen you just don't know. Just whatever you are studying, try to get the knowledge. So if IPL is not uh, happening this year, or it is completely suspended, I am go with the that thing that it needed to be suspended, because they are also human beings. Maybe they are the public figure, but still they are human beings. They have their own personal life. Suppose you are a actor or actress, and your movie is not coming, your fans become too much angry, but you are always thinking, what will I do with the money as well as entertaining others? If I am not going to stay alive, what will happen to my family? So I don't support Saurav Ganguly's quotes, definitely. And I believe, from my personal point of view, if you want to get some entertainment from yourself, then there are so many entertaining objects. It's not like that. If there is no cricket, suppose you are belonging from a family, there is no television, no radio, nothing. You are belonging from a very below poverty level, but you have some interest into the sports. What will happen this time? You will find your happiness into other things. So try to find it, your happiness, your encouraging moments, your positivity into other things if IPL not happening. Because look, they are also human beings. You cannot be inhuman just like that, that you people are public figure, you have to perform, you have to do everything for us. Why? Why they will do? Their life is not more important than your entertainment. Yeah. So from my point of view, I will say it's okay. Yes, a lot of huge amount of money or financial decrement we are going to see, and they are facing also these things. But still, life is more important than money, because life's value is, you can say, it's a countless.
A few nations have shown interest to host the remainder of IPL. While BCCI has reportedly turned down the offer from UAE, England county clubs and Sri Lanka have also offered the same. BCCI is to speak with the other boards to assess the situation and decide the future of IPL 2021. As they look keen to finish IPL, there's no doubt about the things that if they resume it, they must opt for a stronger biobubble, and they will be under microscope all the time.
There can be a day-long debate on whether IPL should resume or not, as there's valid points on both sides. Maybe here's a better option. Former IPL chairman Lalit Modi proposed the BCCI should pledge to give 10% at least of its IPL earnings over the last 2 years for COVID victims and rehabilitation of the families who have lost their breadwinners. It is the fans who have made the game of cricket so big in India. This is the time to react and give back to the nation. The amount mentioned by Modi sums up to some rupees 700 to 800 crores. Though this is unlikely to happen, but one must say that this is so far the most perfect thing proposed that can be done, keeping all the grounds checked. Finally, our ma'am said,
Yeah, so actually the thing is, obviously the entire COVID situation create a lot of depression, anxiety, mental stress within us. So it's a very normal thing, as the entire IPL program has been completely suspended. So it's very natural that it is very problematic for youth as well as those players, or those not only players, also the game lovers who used to watch a lot of games and all. The thing is, entire COVID situation, it's completely a stressful situation. Stress is the basic manifestation of our all kind of anxiety, mood disorder, in future schizophrenia, everything, everywhere stress is the common factor. Whatever you are doing, whoever the way you are behaving with your society or your entire culture, your friends and all these things will happen very commonly, because you are suffering from a huge level of stress. Now in this pandemic situation, the main reason of stress is that our career, our financial things, as well as our educational qualification has been completely disrupted. Not only it is hampering our social life but also professional life. In the starting of pandemic, people said, and there are so many doctors who has been said, even relationships psychologists, those ma'ams answers has been said that the pandemic situation actually make people so closer with each other that they can easily get that comfort which they are wanting from a lot of period and ago. But the thing is, if you see now, at least the final result, or you can say the annual result of previous year, yeah, we are actually close with our parents, but 24/7 you are with your family, and you are finding your family members chaos directly, as well as you develop tension for your family member, especially if there is your old parents, or your wife or husband is ill, or any kind of family member is ill. That time it is actually creating a lot of pressure, a lot of stress within you. So I think the people actually suffered a lot rather than they come close together. They are close together, definitely. You get a lot of time after a long period of time. Later you get a time to enjoy with your family, but 24/7 you are just seeing your family members roaming around into you, and whatever the time you previously enjoy with your friends, colleague, you're not doing that thing because everything is into your computer screen. You have to.
So, guys, what's your thoughts about IPL, that it should be resumed or not? Tell us about that in the comment box below. If you want to see more of these types of videos, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to press the bell icon.